to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Now back to Daybreak on Word Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. Streaming live at wordradio.com.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Helena here, live and in the building with you each and every single morning, Monday through Friday, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. here on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. And what a beautiful morning it is. That's right. I'm saying it's a beautiful morning, even though it's raining, especially because it's raining. Because you know what I tell you each and every single day? What is it? It's that we do not let our external environment determine our internal environment. You know what I mean? And so rain, shine, snow, sleet, hail, just annoying people around you, it does not matter. You are going to keep your joy. You are going to protect your joy. You are going to be in a place of peace, a place of centeredness, a place of groundedness, a place where you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And you are right now exactly where you are supposed to be. It is currently Thursday, June 13th. We are making our way right on through the month of June. So make sure you keep your awareness high. You got your morning gratitude on. You got your 2 glasses of water inside of this physical body right here. You are doing what it is you're supposed to be doing because you're listening to your intuition. You know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. And I know sometimes on the rainy mornings it kind of slows us down, but that's kind of what it's supposed to do. The best thing we can do is flow. Flow in the space. Flow in the center. Be exactly where we're supposed to be. Not try to rush it. Not try to push it. Not try to change it. Just accept it and allow it to flow. So if you need to sleep in a few extra minutes, go on ahead and do that. If you need to get on up and get moving, go ahead and do that. Whatever it is that your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul is telling you to move through, today is the day to move through it. It is currently 61 degrees outside, getting as high as 70 outdoors. Now, keep in mind, it's raining, y'all. It is raining. Like, I looked out the window this morning and was like, oh, okay, little trinkle here or there. Let me just put on my comfy, wumpy sandals and shoes. Oh, no, friends. It's not a sandals day. Let me just let you know. The temperature is not too bad, nice, but it's definitely raining. Not just raining, it's raining. And it's expecting to rain all the way up into the afternoon and then pick back up around 6 o'clock. So make sure as you're preparing your body and getting your clothes together that you put on some clothes that are going to help you take care of this rain and keep your body nice and dry. Rain shoes, rain umbrella, all that good stuff, whatever you need to do. Or if you like to be outside, get in the rain, then go ahead and wear some short sleeves. Whatever you need is up to you. This is Helena here live on Daybreak with you each and every single morning. And I'm so excited to be here with you. We had a little bit of traffic delays this morning, but like I said, we are flowing and moving and grooving as one of my elders always says, moving and grooving, which is a good thing. Because we know there are folks who didn't wake up this morning, right? They were here yesterday and they have passed on. And it's a tough conversation, but it's the reality of our lives. And so because we are here, we celebrate every moment, every breath, every conversation, every single thing. Nothing is that deep. Things will move and change and shift their way as they need to. We need only to stay still and centered and always be listening. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to get all stressed out about traffic or rain or people or situations or circumstances. Listen, at the end of the day, at the end of the life, at the beginning of the life, wherever you might be, it's not that deep. We just going to keep it moving. So I'm so excited, and it seems like such a perfect opportunity to have here in the building with me one of my favorite people in life, Dr. Jacqueline Thomas Ali, Dr. Jackie, affectionately known. She is a naturopathic physician located here in Philadelphia. Welcome to the show, Dr. Jackie.
Hello, Miss Helena. How are you? I'm so excited to be here. This is so awesome.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you. I can't believe it's been this long, so I'm really grateful for you coming in this early morning and just making your presence known.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really, truly grateful. And your intro was really on point. And overall, I'm sitting here cheering you on, saying, yes, that's right, yes. Because we really take all of this so seriously and so intensely. This is it. There's nothing else but this, what we see, and that's not true. This is just only a piece of the whole spectrum of life and existence in this particular earth dimension, because there's so much more, so much more.
See, I love that. I love your intro. We just gonna flow right back and forth together like some water in a glass, or water up on the beach side. So you're speaking about the clear understanding that there is more to this life than meets the physical eye.
Absolutely.
Right? Can you
Absolutely.
expand on that a little bit for folks that are a little confused by what you mean?
Okay. We have been programmed, and I can't use any other word but that, but programmed to believe that what we see is all that there is, and that this physical body in which we exist is the end all and the be all. It is not. We are more than just physical beings. We are energy, spirit beings that made a decision. We decided, now no one told us, we decided that we wanted to have experiences here on this earth plane because we want to learn, teach, expand, grow, and just develop. And one of the gifts that the Creator gave us was free will, that we can pretty much do whatever we want. There are universal laws in place, hoping that we will make the choices to better ourselves and our community, our families, and so forth. But if we choose not to do that, then we can choose not to do that, and then we just deal with the consequences or the results of it. But know that this is made to be temporary. So we must learn, but we must enjoy it and not get caught up in this being the real end-all be-all. Yes, it's important. Yes, it's significant. And yes, it does have meaning. But there is so much more that we need to really understand and embrace and know that this is a small piece in a much bigger picture.
I love that so much, and I think a lot of my listeners can really resonate with that narrative, because we've talked at length in the past about, you know, the different elements of holistic health, right? How you take care of your body, how you support your positive mental health, how we build positive relationships with ourselves, with other people, how we become nurturing parents, and, you know, really honor the child and parent relationship, even for adults. How we take care of our finances and how we take care of our spiritual grounding, all of these different components. But what I found so interesting about what you shared is that the reality of almost kind of like an upside down triangle where there's like a pivot point, and it's like a funnel, you know,
yes.
a funnel you would pour cake batter or something into.
Yes.
This idea that there's all these other expressions of it, but at the core, at the pinnacle, at the root, at the essence of it, it is a spiritual experience.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that the way that we navigate this earth plane is through this physical. One of the things that we must do if we really want to expand and have the fullness of our experience is do what we can to use and protect this vehicle, and I use the body as a vehicle as we navigate this earth. Just like we have vehicles, we have cars that will help us navigate around on the roads and things, we have this physical to help us navigate, and that we need to do as much as we can to keep it at optimum. There are going to be times where we're going to need help, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it doesn't mean that we have to be independently, I can take care of myself. That's not how we were created. We were created to be interdependent, to help one another, but with the idea that our focus is to maintain this vehicle so that we can get the true essence of why we are here and the true experiences of why we are here.
Yes. Yes. Can you, so we went all the way there, Dr. Jackie. Real
Look,
quick.
I'm just going how Spirit is leading me.
Yes. For the folks that maybe need a little context as to, you know, where this message is coming from and how you work, you know, with these messages, can you tell us a little bit about the work that you do that maybe lets folks know, like, okay, I see why she's talking like that.
Yeah. And you know what? I when I tell my story and my journey, people always, they look at where I am now because that's what they see. But I tell them that I was not always a naturopath. I started off as a classroom teacher in public school. And I was raised by my parents to be there, stay there until I die. And then at a certain point, collect a pension, Social Security, right off to the sunset. But that's not what happened. After 20 years, I got this feeling, this thing in my gut that says it's time to go, it's time to go. And I'm like, go where? I'm like, go where? So I had to honor it because it was so persistent. And so after 20 years, I left teaching. And then after a series of experiences, I found myself in the pharmaceutical industry. And at that time, they paid well. It was in customer service. And I'm like, okay, I can do this because I had bills, I had a mortgage, let me handle this. So I was in the pharmaceutical industry, and the company that I worked for was taken over by a larger company, and I won't mention names, but they were taken over by a larger company, and whenever there's a takeover, there's always a reshuffling. And so part of the reshuffling was interviewing the folks that were in customer service, on the telephones. So I got my interview like everyone else, and the interview lasted about 10 minutes. They had my resume and all that, and I said, well, we'll just see what happens. I said about a week after that, they came to me and said they wanted me to set up a training program for their sales reps as well as folks on the phone. And I said, but I'm vegetarian. I'm into herbs. What are you talking about? They said, oh, we don't care. You have the background. You have the experience of teaching and training. Excuse me. You have a master's degree in education. We want you to head it. And plus they paid well, they paid well. So I said, okay. And so in the process of it, I wasn't sure what it led to or where it was going. I just went with the flow and was in pharmaceuticals for 10 years. And then I got that call again, it's time to go. And I then became a part of healthcare field from the business end, not patient care, but the business end, to understand how this thing works. And now in the background, I got the spirit calling that you need to be a naturopath. So I started studying. I used my family as case studies because I had parents and husband who all had cancer. And so I was able to use a lot of my techniques and training in developing case studies for them. So then once I left out of healthcare and had really worked through my own practice, I now understood that I needed to go through that process so that I would understand where healthcare is today and the people who come to me, what they're coming with, so that I know that I can direct them in a certain way. I started off, at the beginning of my practice, I started off focusing on nutrition because I studied so much. It was an intense program, and it was a 7-year program that I smushed into 5 years. And I said, well, everyone can benefit from nutrition. So I said, let me put that piece in my practice. And then I also included herbs because I said everyone can benefit from that in the event that either they want to use a method of addressing challenges from a perspective that either did not include medications, or if they are on medications, how to do the both safely. But then I realized I had a group of clients who just weren't getting better. They were doing everything right. They were eating right. They were exercising, taking herbs, but things kind of plateaued, and I didn't know what to do. And I knew there was something that was missing. So I put it out there to my spirit guides. I'm going to call them who they are. I put it out to my folks saying, look, there's something that I'm missing. I need your help to help me figure it out, because it's very evident that I can't just allow folks to plateau and that's it and I'm done. So after a series of experiences, I was introduced to a system called Body Talk, which is a consciousness energy-based system that allows me to connect with that person's energy using neuromuscular feedback, which is a fancy name for muscle testing, so that I can ask the body, what do you want? What do you need? And it just keeps me in awe, because it keeps my ego out of it. I'm asking the person, I'm asking their body, and the body is telling me that I need help here, or I need this supplement, or I need this food, so I need to stay away from that, or I need to release a lot of emotions that have been built up over years, because what we do is we cope and we stuff. So I love what I do. I really, truly love what I do.
I love what you do. I love everything that you've shared. Wow, so many pieces to pull out. Dr. Jackie is in the building, y'all, and she is dropping gems. And I hope you got your hats out and open, and you are catching them, because I think you spoke to so many things that feel really relevant to the present moment. Mm-hmm. The grace with which you've been able to flow, not just today, right, but in your life, throughout relationships, throughout careers, throughout opportunities, and the level to which you've been tapped in to your true intuition, or listening to your spirit guides. You know, however that has directed you, you moved when it called.
Yes,
and I think
but I'm going to tell you, though, I've had my human moments.
Where you rebel?
Yes, I did.
And you push back?
And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
I can relate.
They lovingly pushed.
Yes.
And it's a most loving push.
Yes.
They would honor my free will, because we have free will, that we can do whatever we want. They would honor it, but they know that they needed to really push in a loving way, because I asked them to do that before I came here. To that moment. Yeah, yes. Exactly. That's exactly the thing. A lot of times when we talk about the manifestation conversations, or the following the intuition, or feeling led in a certain direction, we like it when it feels good. Yeah. But then when we hit that roadblock, or that thing that we're like, oh, I got to walk through the mud to get over to the mountain. I don't think I want to do that part. You know, this must not be part of the plan. Let me turn around. Let me go the other direction. But as you're speaking to it, sometimes it's those challenges, those moments of discomfort that are the biggest part of opening the access to the things that we've asked for, that we didn't realize the whole path wasn't going to be paved in glitter and gold. It was not a yellow brick road ever. You know, it had all of these different turns. Kind of reminds me of that game, Candyland. Did anybody ever play Candyland? And you'd have the little swamp. And then you got, I get to take the candy cane ladder all the way to the top. But then you had to go through the swamp, or you had to go through, the little dark forest. It's like life is kind of like a game of Candyland. Yes, and it's ongoing. I had an experience just this weekend. I was invited to a graduation in Delaware, and I was given the address, and I put it in my GPS. I drove to the address, but it was not the location, because the street name has more than one. It's road, street, avenue, and it was so. I called the person who invited me and said, "Look, I'm lost, and can you give me direction?" And blah blah blah. So we maneuvered, we worked through it, and I'm going to tell you, there were times when I'm saying,
I'm not going.
doing that's right.
I'm not going to this graduation. I'm just going to have to miss this one.
But then there was something in that rose up that said, "No, you push through." Now I could have said, "No, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to go home."
Right.
But something said, "Push through, push through, push through," and what it ended up being, and eventually, yes, I did find the graduation, and at the time that I arrived was at the right and appropriate time that I needed to be there. And what it reemphasized was that we are going to have challenges at all points, even in some of the smallest things. So it's really served as a reminder, object lesson, that we always have free will choice, that we can say, "To heck with it, I'm not doing it." But if it's really truly resonating, if you've given your word, if it resonates in your heart, push through and you will find your answer. You will get to your destination.
Wow, wow. We are speaking with Dr. Jacqueline Thomas Ali, affectionately known as Dr. Jackie, a local naturopathic physician here in the city of Philadelphia. This is Halana here live on Daybreak with you each and every single day, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. here on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. Make sure you don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this break.
Drexel University's continuing professional education supports WURD and Black Music Month. Earn the skills and credentials you need to stay ahead in today's ever-changing job market with flexible courses to fit your busy life. Get in touch with us at drexel.edu/Goodwin/CPE.
The Kimmel Center offers free arts education programs to schools across the region. Teaching artists visit classrooms to educate, engage, and inspire the next generation using creative learning experiences, and schools take trips to the Kimmel Center for live performances. The Kimmel Center is committed to educating Philadelphia's youth by providing access to quality arts. For more information, visit kimmelcenter.org.
Walter E. Sabbath Jr. Funeral Service is introducing Cremations Are Us by Sabbath. That's SABBATH. Cremations Are Us by Sabbath is the result of their 26 years of experience with individuals and families who choose cremation. Sabbath knows that families who choose cremation have the same needs as those who choose burial. Sabbath's new component, Cremations Are Us by Sabbath, emphasizes the wide selection of services they've always offered. Visit their website, sabbathcare.com, for details, or call 215-924-4101.
Support independent Black media and join the Forward movement now at 215-425-7875 or visit wordradio.com.
Need a new mattress? Stop by to see Julian, the mattress man, located at 7421 Stenton Avenue. You deal directly with the owner, Julian, to ensure the best prices on name brand mattresses like Sealy, Posturepedic. Call 215-424-5550. That's 215-424-5550.
Now, a traffic update on Word Radio.
Good morning. This report sponsored by Unbound.org. Still a busy ride here in Philadelphia as the rain continues to fall. Pennsylvania Turnpike westbound still shut down between Ben Salem and Willow Grove. Pretty serious accident at mile marker 350 is the reason. Looking at delays, we have Blue Route 476 northbound. Watch for jam conditions near the Schuylkill Expressway. Jackknife tractor trailer being worked on southbound 95. That jams Cotman down through Girard this morning. Northbound through the city, no major issues. Schuylkill Expressway both ways getting busy east and westbound again around the area. 42 northbound. Heavy AC Expressway through 295, 55 northbound. That's a jam now from Pittman up to 47. Accident there. The reason north of that, Deptford in the 42. A busy ride this morning into Philadelphia, Ben Franklin Bridge. Watch for delays there building as you head into Center City this morning. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You could help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. For more traffic information, log on to SignAlert.com. I'm Jim Bachman with your Philadelphia area traffic.
Now back to Daybreak on Word Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. Streaming live at wordradio.com.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Helana here, live and in the building with you each and every single morning, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. here on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. It is a beautiful morning here in the city of Philadelphia, IA. It is currently Thursday, June 13th. Here, 61 degrees outside, getting as high as 70. It is raining. Yes, it is. It's raining today, and you're just going to have to deal with it, and it's going to be part of the process, and it's going to be raining most of the day today. So prepare yourself in whatever way that you need to do. Maybe that's wearing shorts and it's short sleeve t-shirt, or maybe that's bundling up in your little turtleneck scarf. Maybe that's putting on your rain jacket, sending your kids off to school, whatever you need to do to appreciate the rain, because we know that life's challenges are part of the process. So whatever it is that's kind of got that burr up your, you know what, know that that is there for a reason, and it's there to kind of shift you and move you in a certain direction. So sometimes those challenges are worth pushing through. And I would say on a very light level, the rain today is certainly worth pushing through and appreciating while you push through it. We are so blessed and honored to be here this morning, to be alive, to be well, for you to even be under the sound of my voice. I am appreciative of it, and I give so much gratitude and so much thanks for your listening ears. You know, I can feel that energy when you click that dial and you tune in. And you send me your energy by, you know, listening to the content and appreciating and just like calling in and chatting with the guests. Just everything feels so good. So if you're listening to this conversation today and you're like, you know what, Helana, I got something to say about spirituality. I got something to say about following your intuition. I got something to say about pushing through life's challenges. Give me a call right now. The number is 215-634-8065, 215-634-8065, or you can call me at 1-866-361-0900. And what I want to say also is, if you're on your way out the door this morning, you're aiming to get out by 7 a.m., just know you got about 14 minutes to make that happen. You know, those morning minutes can either go by super duper slow, or you look up and you're like, ooh, I got to get out the door. So make sure that we prevent that morning stress by just being prepared. You know, make sure you got your packed lunch. I'm a big proponent of packing your lunch. Yes, pack your lunch. Now, I'm not saying treat yourself here and there every once in a while, right? Okay, I'm not strict like that. But what I am saying is that when you pack your lunch, you know what's in it. You know how much salt, how much sugar, how much oil. And when I tell you that if you've ever gone to culinary school, you know they use a lot of salt and sugar and oil to make it taste nice and good and buttery. So you make sure that you cook your own food, you have onus over it, you have that appreciation of it, and you know what you're eating. It's just a very simple way not only to keep that waistline together, but also to save you some dollar bills. Hello, somebody. And we are all about saving those dollar bills. So make sure you pack your lunch, send your family out the door with a packed lunch. Do your best to be as prepared as you can as you step out into this beautiful day. If you are just now waking up with me, welcome to your day. Go ahead and stretch those pretty little toes and open up those pretty little eyes and welcome yourself into this beautiful, beautiful day. Make sure you get your morning routine on, get the 2 glasses of water in, find that space for gratitude. Do whatever you need to do to set your morning right, because we know when we set the morning right, it flows into the rest of the day. And such an important component of how we step into our day is our attitude of gratitude in the morning. That's right. We are speaking today with Dr. Jacqueline Thomas Ali, affectionately known as Dr. Jackie, who is a naturopathic physician here in the city of Philadelphia. Dr. Jackie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed.
So we were talking before the break about the idea of challenges and how challenges affect our experience in life. You said something really key that I thought was really interesting about challenges while we were on break.
We, even though we resist challenges, we as humans, we need to be challenged, because when things go smoothly for a long period of time, we have a tendency to take it for granted. And we really don't really value the nuggets of love and experience and joy that we would have if we've gone through some challenges. We just kind of take it for granted. It's how we're wired as humans. So we need those pushbacks to give us that appreciation, to have us take a look and say, wait a minute, hello, let me do this, let me look at that, let me examine, let me think about this, and also so that we don't develop patterns of rut, because we're also wired for habit. And when we have things going in a certain way for so long, we develop habits. That's just how we are. When we have challenges, many times that's a signal it's time to make adjustments in our habits and go in a different direction. Sometimes people don't even like that word change. Change? Oh, what? But it's necessary because we are growing and evolving day to day. And what worked for us when we were in our 20s, we need to make adjustments for our 30s, 40s, 50s, and so forth. So it's necessary.
Yes, and you mentioned something else too, which I thought was really interesting, which is that when things stay the same for too long, we get bored.
Yes,
and boredom is the catalyst for a whole lot of other behaviors, right?
Yes,
that are not as favorable. You know, what would you say for folks that kind of are really resonating with what you're talking about today? The importance of following your intuition, the importance of connecting with your spirit guides, the importance of listening, and even more, the importance of leaning into the flow. What would you say to folks who are like, okay, I kind of do it for the most part? How can they kind of level up, if you will, if they're already practicing like some flow, you know, they're tuned in, they're listening, they kind of, you know, they're in the vibe of what you're talking about, but they're like, okay, well, how do I continue to develop this skill of listening and tuning in?
Being open and flexible to when things are going to take you into a different direction, and that you may need to bring on different modalities. For example, you may need to bring in yoga in your life. You may need to bring in meditation. You may, and it only may need to be for a short period of time. You may need to expand and change. I'm using the word change. I'm using it. Change your associations, the folks that are around you, those that no longer serve and support what you're doing. And it's okay to outgrow people because we're constantly growing and evolving. And it doesn't mean that it has to be a bad breakup or, you know, a real serious incident. It just means that whatever was to come from that experience is now time to move on to another experience. And so it's knowing that everything changes all the time. There's not a time when things don't change. Everything changes all the time. So it's being able to flow with those changes as much as you can. And when you can't and you need help, you ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. You ask for help. How you ask for help is up to the person. Whether a person asks for help through prayer, or whether they have someone that they can call and talk to, whether they can just have a conversation with their guides. You know, there's nothing wrong with asking for help because they're there.
Yep, and you mentioned something else which I thought was really interesting and really emphasize, which is this asking for help conversation. Mm-hmm. You offer a really special service with your Body Talk. Can we share with the folks how to contact you, how to reach out to you? You know, if they're curious about the work that you do.
I encourage you to go to my website. My website is dralind.com. That's DRALIND.com. And you go there, you read everything that I do. And one thing that I don't do, you can always call me and ask questions. My telephone number is 215-360-4110. That's 215-360-4110. One thing that I don't do is I don't talk people into coming to see me. If you want to call and just ask questions because you're not clear on what services I offer, or if I know about this, fine. It's got to resonate in your heart and in your spirit in order to utilize the services that I offer. Is it for anybody? Yes. But is it for everybody? It depends on where that person is and what they want.
That makes perfect sense. We have one caller on the line we're going to take right before we close the show. Penda from West Philly. Are you there?
No, Penda.
Yes, I have the call.
Yes. What's your comment or question for Dr. Jackie? Real quick. We got about 15 seconds.
I just want to let everyone know that she's an awesome person. I've known her for years, and I'm just giving her accolades, and they need to go on her website and definitely book some time with her. I love her. All right.
Thank you. Hi, Panda. Hi, baby.
Hi.
I love that. I love that so much. Thank you so much, Penda, for calling in. What a joy it is to hear your voice and also to hear your strong recommendation of connecting with Dr. Jackie Ali. Dr. Jackie, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us this morning.
This was fun.
I've enjoyed your energy, the resources. The message that you put through was clear as day, so I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. There's no coincidence how this will connect in the grand scheme of things. I don't know, but I'll just see how things flow. But I'm just grateful. I'm truly, eternally grateful.
Thank you so much.
you.
This is Helana here, live in the building with you each and every single morning, Monday through Friday, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. here on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on the AM dial. Today we spoke with Dr. Jacqueline Thomas Ali, affectionately known as Dr. Jackie, who is a local naturopathic physician here in the city of Philadelphia. And she can be found at www.dralind.com. That's DRALI, N as in Nancy, D.com, where you can give her a call and connect with her and learn all about the work that she does. And I recommend that you do check her out. She's an incredible person, a great friend of mine, and also someone who I know is all about integrity and transparency. And she is always going to be, you know, that source for information for me. And so I invite you and welcome you to somebody that I love and trust as well. So one of the things I want to share with you today is the takeaway message is flow with the flow. Go with the flow. Let it flow. If your day doesn't turn out the way you had in mind, or it starts to turn in a way that you didn't have in your direction, just know that it's okay. Okay? It's okay. Just breathe easy, relax. It's not that deep. You are here. You're alive. If everything else is pretty much okay for the most part, it's just a little bit uncomfortable, that's all right. We need challenge. We need change. We need to learn how to make adjustments. Otherwise, we get bored and we start to take things for granted, and we know what happens then is we often start to lose things that we love. And so the best place to be is in the place of challenge, is in the place of change, is in the place of listening so you know when to make adjustments, and you are always giving thanks because you understand how quickly things can change. You know what I mean? So be easy today, folks. Let the rain fall, let the change flow, go with the river tides, and just allow everything to move smoothly, not because it's actually going smoothly, but because you're moving through it smoothly. You know what I mean? This is Helana here live on Daybreak. You can hit me up on Instagram at Hello Helana. That's HELLOHELANAH. And remember what I tell you each and every single day. The joy, the love, the peace that you seek, it lives within you. I love y'all so much. I have so much love for you. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow morning.
JD's Auto Body and Painting is Philly's premier paint and body shop. So stop by for your free estimate and get your 10% word discount today. They're located at 6300 Wayne Avenue. Give them a call at 215-848